League 2020 Summer, powered by Globe Telecom, Twitch Student, and presented by Globe Prepaid's Virtual Hangouts. We are your casters for today. Ako nga pala si Dash, and I'm here with Hyron.
Of course, we just got back from that dominating game from UPD Oblation Esports up against USA. They
Yeah.
tried, but unfortunately, they're not quite up to snuff just yet. They still have a lot of potential. Of course, we're moving into our next game here. Like I said, the RPG class matchup: Mapua University Mages versus University of San Carlos Warriors. So it's the mage, is the caster classes versus the martial classes for this one, and I'm really excited to get into this game.
Yeah, man. But based on what we sa natin in analogy to, Warriors usually have the upper hand on a 1v1 fight versus Mages. So, ayun nga, let's see. I think Mapua Mages could cast some great skills or some great spells right here on the side of Warriors.
Yeah, that's gonna be quite the thing. I did put, I yeah, I did put
Right?
MU. I did put Mapua over USC here in my predictions,
Yeah,
but
same. Actually.
they're still, they're at around fourth and fifth place for the groups for me. But here, we're gonna see if they're gonna prove me wrong here, because both of these teams have a lot to prove to us here in Predator Alliance League 2020 Summer. So
Yeah, and
really,
before we forget, I would like to remind it's Group B na, di ba?
yeah, Group
Itong
B.
side ng
So earlier we
MU.
had two games from Group A. Now we're
Yeah,
getting two games from Group B.
yeah.
So just to make that clear. But of course, let's get right into the drafting phase here. I'm really excited to see which of these they prioritize here, because they could just go for the standard bans that are popular in this patch, like Set, Ash,
Ooh,
or Graves.
I like
Nar.
the ban. Oh,
Oh, ooh, Nar against USC. Man,
maybe
yeah, that has to be a respect ban here
yeah, maybe
against
there's
top
an or
laner.
what. Yeah,
Hmm. And I mean, it's quite impactful, quite tricky to play in this current environment. Usually, you'd want something with more consistency. The thing with Gnar is that it can get quite inconsistent, but Mages respects their enemy. USC does ban out the set, very very powerful. They don't want to give it to blue side Mapua University.
yeah. To be honest, what you want on this games, especially sa collegiate, you want to ban the comfort picks nung opposing team nyo, to be honest. Kaya usually those comfort picks put people on the bottom to the top usually. Sobrang taas na power level minsan pag
Yeah.
napupunta sa comfort pick yung players.
But I think as the league progresses and it gets more competitive,
Mhm.
comfort picks aren't going to cut it. I think, like,
Yeah,
maybe
actually.
like years before LCL, LVL, we could see like
A
some
lot of
pockets
comfort
absolutely
picks. Yeah.
dominate. Like, I don't know, maybe you'd know, like Gangplanks or
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Exactly, man.
Like,
Gangplank.
in a more competitive environment, it's going to be very hard to utilize these. But Galio, good band pickup here. Just make sure that USC has as few ways to influence the map as possible. Morgana will be locked away from Mapua University Mages.
Maybe they
And
don't want a spell shield
yeah,
coming on
yeah,
their
the
side.
spell shield. This could inform us that USC might want a very something that really relies on catching people
Yeah,
out of
CC.
position, like maybe pick comp, or maybe even just a straight up team fighting comp with lots of initiation and CC. But we're gonna have to see how
Oh,
the
they
draft,
ban
rest of the draft.
Galia still 100% ban here.
Mhm.
On
I
the
think
side,
it's very very impactful. It's so
yeah.
easy to
Ooh,
make ripples around the map just with the Galio on that mid lane.
mm,
Darius was gonna be the respect man here against Shadow Blitz.
exactly. Kaya nakita natin dito, Darius being banned out. Sabi nga natin, comfort picks are potent, especially on this league.
I'm
On the
thinking,
early stages of the league, to be
yeah,
honest.
it is a respect ban,
Oh,
but
there you go.
go straight for the volibear. It is open. It's not as popular as the other junglers that are like pick or ban, like maybe Graves. but
Yeah,
it is
strong.
a very solid jungler that fits into many game plans, and that means that USC is working with less information here as they go into their first two picks.
I think it's in maybe this is just a flex pick on the top lane. We don't know. Maybe they can spec it at the top lane. And there you go. We see a Shen, this Sun for the CC talaga yung gusto nilang
Yeah,
gawin dito.
very strong combo here. I mean, Glacial Path in.
Ultimate.
You get a lot of CC. Once they're done being frozen, they get taunted.
Oh, yeah.
It opens up a lot
Perfect.
for USC's carries. How does I think looking at this Nar ban, maybe the Darius ban was a response to the Nar ban. That's possible.
Darius
Right.
the Gnar. Yeah. Right. I remembered the
Very,
battle.
it's a winnable matchup, but it's tough just because you're outranged most of the time.
There's a Lucian.
Ooh. Okay, I thought they were gonna go straight for the Wukong.
I think they will. Yeah, I
Are?
think.
Yeah, this is strong.
Mhm.
The Furry Boys coming in, Volibear and Wukong. That's a very tough combination to beat once a team fight starts, even if you do have Lissandra Shen. And
They
if
get-
Lucian's in the mix,
Oh,
Kha'Zix.
there
I
you
wanna
go.
see-
There's some Kha'Zix.
I
Oh,
want to see how it would fare against the Volibear here.
yeah. Even though Bolivar is really tanky early on in the game, Kha'Zix can just dominate the
Yeah,
jungle.
especially if he's alone, away from any allies, away from
Yeah.
these camps. It's gonna be a test of green here of reading the opposing jungler as well as communication and vision, because those are the best tools of an assassin jungler like this that wants to get kills early in Snowball.
Yeah.
But moving on to our bans here, Braum is gonna get banned out. So I guess they're really trying to take away as many defensive tools in
Yeah,
the support role here
exactly.
from Aegis.
Because
How
I
does-
think USC just wants to throw themselves in
yeah,
and just kill that ADC or those targets that can be easily picked off.
after all, Braum can just easily go onto an isolated target, deny the
Yeah.
isolation bonus from Taste Their Fear. Nautilus will be banned away, and I think that's a proper ban. Take away more CC tools from warriors because they
We've
already
lost
have
a lot of
solid
CC
damage, right?
Yeah.
Around mid game, they have solid damage with Lissandra and Kha'Zix.
Kha'Zix, right? Go here.
Karma banned away. They're really trying to take
They
away the defensive supports here.
They don't want defense. They just want to fight it out. Warriors are actually being warriors here.
Just go in there, get in there, get in the melee.
Yeah, fight it out.
But
Yeah.
it seems like mages also these are battle mages. I mean, they picked up Volibear and Wukong.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Hey,
They're
Rakan, I think that's a good ban right there.
cancel.
Sheer initiation power and the CC that the quickness and even the grand entrance can put out.
I think I've lost count of all the supports that can go in now. I think they banned all of it out. Leona's still there, I think.
Yeah, but actually, Leona could fit
Yeah.
into that game plan quite well. And
Of
looking
warrior.
at
Oh, there's an Ash.
it is an Ash, so that's even more initiation from your AD carry. So that's just going to make sure that the Warriors all in is definitely going to be very, very scary.
They just want the all in. The Warriors are just playing like warriors, and this mages still thinking of a way, still trying to concoct that spell that could spell the defeat of warriors.
Okay, good pickup. Synergizes pretty well with the Lucian.
Oh,
It'll be. I see.
Ooh.
It could be mid Lucian here.
I see. They want to fight. They want an ADC versus this Lissandra. Kasi nga, they have the range. Even though Lissandra has a lot of CC. Oh, never mind.
So-
Never mind.
We got to bait it. It's gonna be their Kali.
Only.
Thresh
I like
could be the pickup here for Warriors. I also know that Pink here plays some Janna. I'm not sure if I'd agree with picking it here, but they already have a lot of initiation, and Mafua has a lot of all-in. Janna could be a pickup to prevent the Wukong, the Volibear, and even the Kali from going all in onto the yellow here.
And we're still remembering Akali.
Oh, there we go.
there you go.
Janna.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think that rounds out the comp quite well.
Mhm. A little bit of engage and a little bit of disengage.
But it's still scary. I mean, this is a composition that needs to be the one to pull the trigger, but also uh, I think it has a smaller margin of error than Napo University's
GSS,
composition,
right?
because their main damage dealers here are gonna be Kha'Zix and Ash. Alessandro is a supplementary mage in the background.
Mm-hmm.
But for Mapua, if this Lucian and this Akali start revving up, stop ramping up, then it's
Yeah.
gonna be hard to deal with them. I mean, they do have the Janna to try and mitigate that, but we're gonna
Yeah.
have to see if Pink's reflexes and the ability to peel for yellow is gonna hold up here.
Even though Akali has been nerfed to the ground, she's still very strong, especially in solo queue. So if Jacob here gets the right amount of damage that he needs, especially for the items, he can just go in and destroy yellow from the backline.
There are ways to play around the monsoon. I mean, monsoon hard counters, everyone going in at the same time. But if they stagger their initiations, it could mean that the monsoon might not be enough to face off against Volibear going in with the storm break, storm break, bringer. Sorry,
Stormbringer. Yeah.
yeah, and Shadow Blitz with a cyclone. And they do have the Tempered Fate as well to make sure that USC it's really good disruption and getting banished, getting straight up banished with Tempered Fate. But we're gonna have to see. But of course, let's cue in the Hedgehogs, or rather the Hedgehog, the legend Shamey.
100%.
Yes, 100% so far.
Oh, she just woke up.
I think Shamey's just napping in between. Oh,
Yeah,
tell
man.
me, is she just gonna burrow down? Okay, she's gonna go for.
Go for
There we
MGM.
go. Go for the mages,
Yeah.
which actually, once again, favors
think
my predictions.
Yeah, exactly. Same.
I'm a druid, guys. If Amapo University is mages and warriors are from University of San Carlos, I'm a druid. I'm a druid. I'm one with nature and the beasts. But
And have two beasts here, Wukong, Bolivar on this side.
and then we got Shamey.
A little bit of furries. Furries.
Well, yeah, that's what Shamey thinks. That's what we think.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Of course, with the Globe prepaids, virtual hangouts, chat rally, type in your votes. Hashtag Globe prepaid virtual hangouts, and either hashtag MU win or hashtag USC win. Of course, you're gonna get a chance to win some goodies, especially with the Spirit Blossom skins coming out soon. You definitely want to win those. So get your friends in. You have until 5 minutes into the game, I believe, to cast your votes. So bring your friends in, even if your friends don't like watch League. You just have them vote the same way you do, and if they win, you get it. It's big brain, Skamaz route, but
Don't forget the selfie mode, man. Our
yeah.
favorite post.
Mhm.
So yeah, we're back here. Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't forget this day. Yeah, the stealth emote, man, that's 1,000 pesos worth of.
10,000 Garena Hills. More Spirit Blossom for you, man.
I don't think that's enough to get the entire Spirit Blossom set. But if you win the chat rally too, you could potentially get the entire Spirit Blossom set just from joining us here in the Predator Alliance League 2020 summer. And this is so exciting. I like both of these compositions. I love seeing Kha'Zix, and we're gonna see. I just hope that this Kha'Zix doesn't get like 0-3 the early game.
And that's what Warriors wouldn't want. Kung yun ang mangyari sa kanila, that would spell a real defeat. Kasi DPS nila relies on the Kha'Zix and also the Ashe. Kaya this Kha'Zix needs to snowball so badly.
Definitely. I do think that their lanes are equipped to help set up the ganks for the Kha'Zix, but it's going to be tough here. And like I said, like with all games in this environment and league, I think mid and jungle, their influence around the map is going to be of utmost importance here for either of these teams. If one of those duos gets behind, it's going to be hard for top lane to get Herald. It's going to be hard for bot lane to get Drake, get turrets and priority. everything
Kaya,
just hinges on the participation of this mid jungle duo.
yeah, as I was waiting for the drafts, hindi pa ako nakakita ng Twisted Fate. I wanted to see a Twisted Fate just
Hmm.
for that global impact na sinasabi nga natin na pwedeng makuha na tong mid at jungle. They can roam around the map.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I
let's
mean, if
see. If
Galio's
Fate's
banned
basket,
out, TF is it's not really a substitute since they have completely different
yeah, there's
roles,
a
but
tank,
it does have
there's
the same amount of influence around the map. And the mid laner for USC, I believe, does play the TF.
oh, they just didn't spec into it.
Mhm.
Oh, but it's okay. We're gonna see a little bit of skirmish probably dito sa mid lane. Akali here, di natin masyado na pag-usapan, but Akali, a lot of skill ang kailangan mo para maging successful sa Akali. You need to uh, get in and out of fights really quickly.
Yeah,
Assassin nga, right?
and that's gonna be important because Akali is very, very sticky, and since their main defensive tool is the Jana Monsoon, it's going to be quite important for the timing for Jacob here. But of course, we have loaded onto the Rift for Game 3, or rather the first game of our Group B today. Mapua University Mages versus University of San Carlos Warriors. Let's get right into this clash battle.
And yeah, we're seeing a little bit of, they just want to get vision. Parang kanina lang, halos
It's,
na nakita
it's
natin.
by the books.
Kumbaga,
Uh,
ito yung
yeah.
default plant nila.
Default plant for the ward.
Yeah, man. Default plan. Ito yung usually nangyayari with games, especially in the top side, putting the ward in there, then TPing back. Classic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kaya,
No one going for anything too crazy just yet. Just vision, guarding the entrances to their jungle, make sure no one's getting any cheeky invades. I
especially,
do want to see at least one cheeky level 1 invade today.
yeah,
but
man,
maybe later.
maybe later we're gonna see one.
Because later is gonna be
ST, right?
UST, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna see, I think we're gonna see some of it.
UST versus Holy Angel University. So
Yeah, and also we're seeing there's jungles. Very basic. Going bot side, the blue on Kha'Zix, also red on Bolivar para mga ganks sa top lane. They just want that rotation on the top lane para magkaroon ng advantage tong top laners natin.
this is like we saw earlier the effects of a Wukong that's behind. Again, I mean that one's against a Mordecai,
Yeah,
which
that's
made different from Shen, but Tengi, or rather Blue, is
Oh, they're fighting it out.
savage here.
Popping in that conqueror on the top side, Shadow Blitz is kind of winning this fight. But there's the shield coming from blue para
Blue
maka-
shield there coming
Yeah.
in from Blue, but this does put Shadow Blitz in the lead here. He does have his own corrupting potion,
Oh, there you
but
go.
Blue is very confident in these trades. And just noticed everyone in USC, they're power rangers. They're not just warriors. They're power rangers too.
Yeah, we're seeing also here nakita natin very great spec here. Kha'Zix clearing out that bottom side. So mauuna to si Bolivar sa top side. Makita natin siyang probably gumank dahil walang ward si Shen doon, eh, no?
It's quite dangerous. Medyo malapit pa si Blue sa turret niya. Don't want to get taunted under turret range, I think. But if he commits here, it's gonna be quite dangerous.
Commit here on the top side to get away, and there's the flash.
Wow.
For that's not kind of worth it.
I mean, it's all going to depend on how much Shadow Blitz can capitalize on Blue missing a lot of CS, because he still has teleport. And if they can get a repeat gank on it. But the thing is, Invicta won't have the flash for the repeat gank, and we're just gonna see. Green might be looking for Invicta at this point. We'll catch him out with his crying orb.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so back to it nga. Okay, nakikita natin dito. Anong win condition dito na hinahanap nila sa both team, Siren? Hello.
Yeah, sorry. Little hiccup on my part. Missed
Yeah,
it.
it's-
But yeah, going into this game, so far nothing too big. And both of these junglers do want to influence the game early, but it's okay if Invicta doesn't find ganks. I mean, it's not ideal, but
Yeah.
this Volibear is still going to be useful. But if Green doesn't get a lot of kills early, it might be problematic for him. He is trying to pivot into bot lane here, maybe get a gank. They don't have vision on him, but I think MU has a feeling.
Oh, there you see.
Oh, yeah,
There's
there is
some
ward.
mix
Sorry.
coming in there. That's why Green needs to back
Yeah.
away. Invicta just needs to scale up. He just needs to get that tankiness para maging effective siya. Green actually needs to get these ganks. Hindi siya nagiging successful as of
Not
now.
getting these ganks. He just needs to like farm really fast here.
Yeah.
But that's not really the ideal situation for this Kha'Zix.
Yeah, Kha'Zix needs to snowball. We know how strong Kha'Zix pag na snowball, even in the late game, decimates a lot of tanks. Kaya, I think Green needs to play more aggressively here.
It's so tough though. So considering how most of MU, they're playing quite safe. They're not really overcommitting, opening themselves up to that Kha'Zix gank, because that's really where Kha'Zix shines. On the direct gank side, it's not so strong. But if Kha'Zix can get a counter gank, that's really where he shines most, I think.
Hey, yeah.
So you don't need to CC them if they've already committed. And here, MU, waiting around the wings here, Invicta.
Invictus here. There you go. He goes in, so Pink jumps away, but there you go. Pink uses the flash, but still, Admit is here to get or secure that first blood.
Yeah, lots of damage there coming in. That's really the power of Bard and Lucian early in the laning phase, is that if you get caught out, that's a lot of damage coming in on you. And I think MU really played that well, making sure that the vision was not there for USC, capitalizing on it. Can't quite get a big objective off of it, but a kill is a kill, even though it did not go on Krez.
Yeah, but we see here Infernal Drake is up. This is the most important Drake of the game. Kaya probably they'll put some vision there. MU just nilalagay na nila yung parang pina-power play na nila eh. Parang pinapakita na nila they want this dragon. They're putting wards there.
But
yeah,
if they do want to get that objective, Krez has to watch his mana as well, because
yeah, he's low on mana now.
Can't go for all these trades. If they can just get a priority in this lane without expending too much mana, it's a little bit harder. But if they can't set up for it, then this objective's pretty much free. You have to be careful though.
Yeah, we're seeing
USC
here Shadow Blitz denying the recall from Blue. He doesn't want him to reset.
On his Doran shield at this point.
He can't get his items, man. There you go. He still wants this fight. He has Stand United though, but he won't be using it anytime soon. The Cyclone is just too much. There you go. There's a TP coming in. Also here, bot lane crashing in. We're gonna see Red using that W. Gonna hit Admit. Admit has been tombed. Fall down. Rest in peace. Going down. Yellow also here falling down. What a great reaction coming here from Akali. That TP, even though that was late, that got them 2 kills and an Infernal Drake.
Infernal Drake as well, which is just going to enhance their damage as the game goes on. MU, a little bit good kill there by Shadow Blitz. Basically, that means there was no Stand United for USC, and at that same time, MU pulls the trigger on their opponents, and yeah, it seemed a little rough at first. USC was able to get another kill, but since they overstayed their welcome, that allowed MU with their other teleport to get that to get those kills. And 2K gold ahead at 8 minutes is quite a big margin. If they can keep extending that and keep Green out of the fights or out of the kills, then they're pretty much set here for mid game.
As we were pandering about it, we saw Blitz denying Blue of that Stand United. That's actually really crucial din sa nangyari. Kasi alam niya wala siyang teleport. He needs to deny Blue of that Stand United. Kaya that actually helped Mages to secure that win on the bottom side.
At that point, he already committed the Cyclone, so I think that was all of the CC for Shadow Blitz. But you know the saying, death is the best CC.
Yeah.
Blue dying there was just a huge loss for USC. But going right into it, let's see how USC can try recovering from there, because the goal lead isn't too big yet. Not a lot of plates have been destroyed on the side of USC. If they can just weather the storm, and make sure that Green gets the kills he need. Then they can start influencing the around the map, get those really nice pickoffs. But
On would hit on yellow, but the culling also being used by Lucian just for them to go back. I think they just want to reset on the bot lane.
and really, MU just pushing their advantages here. Of course, Krez is wow, he's really behind in CS against yellow. But he does have the assist to back him up for it. I think this is fine. Like everything here so far on USC side is fine.
Yeah.
What's really problematic here is Green. If he doesn't start racking up the kills or even just the assists, then it's gonna be tough for him to be relevant later in the game. Because Blue and Red, they have utility even without.
Ooh, the arrow from downtown, but they
Doesn't
won't be able to
jump
get that
follow.
Rip Herald anyway. Invicta secures that.
MU going strong at this point, and USC on slightly on the back foot.
Oh, there you go. A little bit of skirmish on the top lane. Shadow Bliss just is not dealing a lot of damage now that Ninja Tabay is on the side of blue. Pero nga, pinag-usapan nga natin kanina yung advantage dito. I think mages are playing this on the right, ay paano ba? Really
Mindset
well,
going into this
on
game.
the right mindset. And USC, I think, they need to be more proactive with this fight. Considering Green and also the CCs on their arsenal and the Stand United. Ang dami nilang pwedeng gawin to get these fights and let Green snowball. Pero hindi ko pa siya nakikita as of now.
Yeah, but because of how the laners for MU are playing this, like constantly Shadow Blitz, he's always pressuring blue. So every time that there's a chance for USC to go for a play with blue, with a Stand United or a teleport, Shadow Blitz is there to either cancel it or make it such a tough decision. He's gonna tell blue, okay, blue, you can go, maybe you can go teleport, but I'm gonna take all the plates of your turret. That's the choice. That's the really painful choice that MU is giving USC right now, and it's one of the big reasons why they can't make these proactive plays.
Even though he's not winning, he's still doing a lot of damage to blue here in the top lane. Kahit sabihin mong he's at a disadvantage dahil dun sa item Ninja Tabi on the side of blue, but he's still going. He knows he has the advantage, he has the life steal and the corrupting potion.
It's just so tough here, and the thing though is, MU
There's
is
the
really
thought and the
risking.
cyclone. Blue just falls down, and here you go, Green on the top side. I think he's gonna secure that kill. Wait, he did not get it. The flash coming in from Shadow Blitz. Green doesn't get a kill again.
So unfortunate. He is gonna find Invicta here, but
Oh, but Red is
Here
here.
comes Red.
Yes, Glacial Tomb up, but they won't commit again. Green.
yeah, I really like how MU has been playing this. They take the chances, but if there's something that seems dicey, they don't fully commit. They
Yeah.
only commit as much as they need to, and
As
that
we
is
were
really
saying,
sad
like,
here for, really unfortunate here for Green.
Green is just not getting any kills. This is probably really
Been
frustrating.
farming up quite well, but I'm not sure if farm is gonna be enough to be relevant against with this Wukong, this Lucian, and this Akali.
Be honest, looking at that form and those item advantage that Volibear has, it's not really an advantage, to be honest.
Still, USC can take this, and you really have to respect how much Shadow Blitz commits into these fights with blue. Like you see him taking fights so close to turret range. Like he has no fear regarding the taunt.
Yeah.
And you can tell that he has a good grasp of the limits of Wukong in this top lane.
And what's great about it is spec to ruin King in order to fight. Oh, there you go. There's an easy Cloud Drake again. MU with this map control that they have. I think USC is just not in the position
maybe
to
for
fight it.
Green?
Oh, there you go. Admit uses the magical journey to save his life. There's no kill going out again for Green, which is really frustrating on Green's side.
Yeah, I mean, that was so close, right? Just had to taste the fear of admit one more time. But Frozen Tomb, not quite in range. That's also something that I get frustrated with a lot with Lissandra, is that she has no range. She has to get in there.
That's why your third is really need to get in, as in long range, as in yung pinaka max range ng third skill niya just to get that glacial tomb. Para kay Green. Green needs to get those
Rip
skills
Herald
talaga.
could break this open. And MU is still playing around the map, so they're really pressuring both sides here, taking away resources from USC. And here they're gonna rob some gold away from this turret.
Deposit on their bank. That's 2 plates coming into their state. Probably 3. Here comes another one.
Yeah, China
no.
is of course well equipped to deal with these situations, but all they can really do is mitigate rather than turn on a 3-man onto that bot lane. But for now, with the barely Cyclone coming in.
It's going in again with the Cyclone. Oh, 1 HP going inside of Blue. He just survived barely on the top lane.
But if he backs here, he's giving up a lot here in this top lane. But it seems like Shadow Blitz smells the blood in the water. Green might be going for him, and he seems to back off from that. Or
man, he wants to go into Green.
No, he wants to go in.
He's finding Green on the middle side. There you go. The ultimate won't be able to hit. There you go. Red is actually gonna flash away, right? I'm not seeing a lot here. There you go. 2 kills coming onto the side of Mages.
But yeah, still Mages going at this so decisively. Tempered Fate isn't gonna come through, but they know that they can still take the kills. And Stand United, look at that super risky Stand United. He tries to protect the Lissandra, but they both end up getting killed there because, like I said, Shadow Blitz. It's okay. It's okay if Shadow Blitz doesn't get the kill on Blue, as long as MU is making it so Blue either cannot go for the Stand United, or when he does, he's so low, like in that situation, giving over 2 kills to MU.
It's a free, parang binigyan lang nila ng bonus. Itong MU. And also we saw that Stormbringer kanina. Yun nga yung sinasabi natin kanina, Wrecker is still super strong, especially when going in for this overcommit, like tower dives na ginagawa ng MU Mages here. Yeah,
so far, MU has been playing this quite well. 4k gold ahead with 2 Drakes in their hands. Rift Herald, another point of contention here between these 2 teams. And USC, they can potentially get something out of this if they play it right. Pressure the side lanes. And if Green gets a kill here, 1 or 2 kills is probably going to be enough to turn this into a game where this Kha'Zix is a threat. But as of now, if they give this for free to MU, I think that's going to just extend this lead even further and make it harder for USC to get into this game.
Yeah, and as we were talking about it, nag-rotate na sa top side yung bottom duo. And Invicta needs to flash away. That ultimate from Ashe won't be able to hit, but Red overcommits here. There you go, Green is now in the bad position. Low HP, Invicta gets that kill on Lissandra. And probably Green's gonna fall down the side of Akali. As we were looking here, Blue is being chunked down by all members, 4 members actually of MGS. He has no taunt up right now. And there you go. Uses the shield, Invicta's low Shadow Blitz. Goes to the commit. Gets that kill. A 2-4-0 on the side again of Mages.
Yeah, USC is just rough at this point. Their main initiation tool, one of them, just completely dodged away to try and take down Invicta. Red had to use his Glacial Tomb, Frozen Tomb as well. And that's pretty much all of their main sources of initiation there, even with Blue trying to go for these taunts. And at that point, they're sitting ducks. Because if you're the one going in, that means that Janna's only utility is to peel for yellow. But at that point, their front line is already torn down, and MU has free reign over the fight. So that Janna isn't really helping much.
Yeah, and that utility coming from Janna is not really that helpful. But Green here going in with that damage. But Jacob still right on the timing on that Shuriken to get out and para mapunta siya dun sa other side ng wall.
Yeah, like you can see the potential of snowballing on Green. 0-0-1, very good, very well farmed. And if he gets, if he catches Jacob or Crossfire,
the TP coming in.
Not really ideal here for USC, but they'll take what they can get.
At least they got one user objective.
The thing is, are they gonna give up mid lane turret for that? I don't think that's worth it unless they get a good arrow.
Shadow Blitz gets out again with that clone actually, not just that Ashe arrow. Very good reaction coming from him. Rift Herald pops in mid lane. Tempered Fate has been used. Admit is in a bad position, but uses Magical Journey to get out. And there you go, we're seeing Volibear pops that Gargoyle Stone Plate. They won't be able to chunk down this bear. He's really thick and fat. Invicta, really tanky here.
Lots of fur and fat there. Invicta, you're getting ready for hibernation, but not quite yet. He's still the Raging Storm, 3-0-5. It's such a great front line. You can see there that there's so much potential for Green to snowball, but MU here bites on the trigger. Oh my god.
There he goes in. Admit is not in a bad position, but also Pink will also fall down. First, Admit gets away, I think, and Green is being chomped down by Krez on the backside. We're seeing Blue here. Invicta just going in on his side, and Ash just doesn't deal a lot of damage for today. It's still the early game. Will be killed by MU. That's a 4-for-2 on the side of MU.
Yeah, let's check out our Predator replay there. Look at the decisiveness of that. They didn't have clear vision of that specific brush. They didn't have vision over the red buff.
They're just really aggressive.
But they knew. Okay, we saw them go in here, but we didn't see them go out of the brush yet through that ward. So that means they should still be there. They go pull the trigger, and it pays off so well here for mages.
They know they were waiting on that brush side, and I don't know if USC was aware that MU knows, because there's a control word there. Until now, there's a control word there. Hindi pa siya kiniklear. Yeah, the vision control probably on the side of MGS dun sa top side kanina.
That's the thing with wards. I think there's also there's the obvious utility. Wards tell you where the opponent is. There's also another hidden utility to that. It shows you where they're not. Right? If it's not near the wards, then they didn't pass through there, and that's crucial information for MU that they picked up on. So you can tell the MU mages, they didn't dump int, they didn't dump wisdom. They catch that with their perception, and they rolled high. They get the kills, and now they're 14-3.
Man, I just realized they're the Power Rangers, actually. I just realized it now looking at their names. I'm so dumb, man. But okay, let's go. The Power Rangers are still powering through this fight. I think they're still not down there. It's just a 6k gold. Kaya pa nila to.
6k gold behind, and yellow is very, very farmed up to 2-1. That's basically, since green was not able to get ahead early and snowball, their hopes basically lie on yellow. So pink has to do everything he can to try and support yellow from the background.
Oh, bro, look at this bottom. Look at this top laners kanina, no. Wukong has 180 CS compared to the 90
Basically
of Shen.
and you can tell that their KDAs match up perfectly. Shadow Blitz has 5 kills and 2 assists.
right.
Who has 5 deaths.
A perfect mashup here. Pero yun nga, it's not on the side of Blue dito. Blitz is just too strong. He just knows how his champion works so much. Kaya Shen, there you go, Tempered Fate here. Pink is now caught up, won't be able to use that.
Come on, that's just dirty. Oh, Pink gets taken down, and I think this is the Baron call here for MU.
Don't have TP on Shadow Blitz side, but Blue has TP. But they don't have a lot of members. Wala silang damage.
This isn't really the fastest Baron clearing composition that they can pick up. But they might just have so much confidence they just have to manage their HP here and not get chunked down enough by Baron that USC can just go in and turn. Because this is a turning point. If USC can take this away, now is their chance. 3,000 health on that Baron. Will they pull the trigger? No, not on the Glacial Path.
It goes in. Baron will fall in the hands of Bard. Green is just a bonus. Also, Blue uses a stand united, but won't be enough to save his teammate. But there you go, another donation. Red also falls down their side exhaust, but Pink is that ultimate monsoon. There you go, another flash coming in from Invicta to get onto yellow. They don't want them to get out. They want to end this game. They want to get in. There you go, Shadow Blitz goes in, uses the Cyclone and dismembers. That's probably too much damage. Shadow Blitz chases them down, and that's an ace with the Baron. That's probably the end of this game.
Oh man, that is perfect. They didn't even need Shadow Blitz there in the main fight there. They just needed him to cut off, intercept USC as they're retreating, and this perfectly pivots into a game-winning push onto the Nexus turret. the Mapua University's mages stand strong here with USC. They're trying to go for this last stand, but the Nexus falls down, and Chikyu Sentai USC Warrior Rangers falls down to the mages.
Oh man, the mages just casted more spells. Probably better spells to counter warriors. That's why they
That's
lost that fight.
that's the thing. Warrior classes is supposed to be ahead early, but mages just go exponentially stronger until they can start bending reality, and I think that's what happened here. Uh, but from the start, though, Mapua University's team, mages already was on leading the dance there against Warriors, constantly going for these objectives that Warriors cannot contest, getting those key kills, and while denying USC their own kills. And at that point, they were just able to overpower Warriors in the end with sheer arcane strength.
Yeah, I'm still bringing it to the light. The hedgehog Shamey still is a prophet 100% on these predictions, man.
Yeah, and that's the power of hedgehogs, man. Shamey coming in hot, and I hope you guys enjoy that because
Yeah.
I definitely had a lot of fun with that game. USC needs a lot of polishing up in how they play their games, and MU just need to play more optimally, improve that already good play that they have. Of course, that's just the third game of our day. We have another game later. It's going to be Holy Angel University versus University of Santa Tomas. We have been your shotcasters for this game. I am Hyron. With me was Dash. Thank you to our sponsors for the Predator Alliance League, Acer Predator, and of course Globe Telecom and Twitch Student. We'll be seeing you after the game, and let's check out these